Hey guys, how are you? In this video, we'll explore the beautiful capital of Oman, Muscat. The city lies on the Arabian Sea along the Gulf of Oman. Low-lying white buildings typify most of Muscat's urban landscape. Muscat has a rugged terrain, with central Hajar Mountains dominating the landscape. When you land at Muscat International Airport, it's a good idea to rent a car right away. Public transportation is almost non-existent. Prices for cars range from $30 to $100 a day, depending what kind of car you want, a Toyota Corolla or a Land Cruiser. And 30 minutes later, we are in Muscat.
Welcome to the city of Muscat. It's the largest city and the capital of Oman. They call it the gem of the Arabian Peninsula. Well, let's walk the streets, let's visit some sites, and of course, let's talk to locals. So, let's begin.
Muscat is the nation's capital and the largest city with a population of 1.3 million people. It sits on the Gulf of Oman, surrounded by mountains and desert. The city stretches along the coast for 50 kilometers and is made up of several districts, or wilayats as they're called in Oman, like Ruwi, also known as Central Business District. This is where you find bank headquarters, the Muscat Securities Market, and Ruwi Clock Tower. There's a lot of business activity going on, but not much to do for tourists. So, let's go over to the next wilayat, Mutrah. Before the discovery of oil, Mutrah was the center of commerce. Today, it's the most recognized part of Muscat. This is where you find such landmarks as Mutrah Corniche, which is a 3-kilometer long waterfront promenade lined with restaurants and markets. Mutrah Souk. This market is at least 200 years old, and it's made up of a complex maze of narrow walkways leading to hundreds of small shops that sell everything from halwa and frankincense to kumas and spices. The market's name in Arabic is Al-Dalam, which means darkness because of the crowded stalls and lanes where the sun rays do not infiltrate during the day. Well, I think you can pass for local. This is called kuma, and this is called didasha.
Yes.
Learning the local traditions. Welcome to Oman. What are you guys selling?
Masar scarves.
Ah, scarves, okay.
No.
How much is one scarf?
45 reals.
45 reals.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
expensive.
Yep. It's made in Kashmir.
Oh, Kashmir, okay, that's why.
Kashmir ones. It's handmade scarf. We usually wear it as a formal dress. So this is not a formal dress. This is a casual cap that we wear during the day. But at work we have to wear these things. They're called pashmina. They're made in Kashmir. They're handmade ones. That's why they're all expensive ones. So yeah, this is our formal dress. It's very soft.
There's a fish market nearby. Let's see what they have to offer. What are you selling?
No, this is sardine.
Sardines.
The 1 kg, 500 paisa.
Okay. Did you catch these this morning?
Yeah, this morning catch.
Oh, morning catch, okay. 13 kilo kingfish. This one goes for 36 rial. Sultan Qaboos port is one of the main commercial ports in the country. This is where you see the traditional boats of Arabian Peninsula, named dhows, and the luxury yacht Al Said, owned by the Sultan of Oman. Hello guys, where do you come from?
I'm from India.
Nice. What are you doing in Muscat?
I'm working here. I'm a facility manager.
Oh,
Yes. So, have you enjoying the Oman?
yeah, it's nice.
It's
Very
nice
good.
place. So, welcome.
Thank you very much.
See you.
Okay.
Bye.
See you guys. Okay, bye-bye. If you want to get a good view of the Corniche, go to Mutrah Fort.
Yeah. There are many forts in this area, and this one is called Mutrah Fort. It's believed to have been built in 1507, and later it was strengthened and upgraded by the Portuguese during their occupation of Oman. And it sits on a dominating strategic position overlooking the natural harbor of Mutrah. What a view!
So let me tell you a funny story. I was walking along the waterfront with my camera, and before you know it, this happened.
Hey!
All right, let me explain. I saw a convertible with these two girls and a driver. They saw that I had a camera and asked me if I wanted to go for a ride with them. You serious? So let's go for a ride in a convertible.
Do you love it here?
I love it here.
You're gonna go back?
Absolutely.
You must go to Egypt. I'm from Egypt. I'm Renad from Egypt. And you must visit it.
I will.
These girls are from Egypt and Syria. I told you tourism is on the rise. Needless to say, a retro convertible gets a lot of attention in Muscat. These girls were so nice, they even taught me some Arabic.
Say ma salama.
Ma salama means
Ma salama. Yeah.
Ma salama.
Ma salama means bye bye. And what else? I have shukran. Shukran. It's thank you. You know it, yeah?
Shukran. I heard that one.
Yes, shukran.
Shukran. How do you say that was tasty?
طعمه حلو.
طعمه
لذيذ لذيذ.
لذيذ.
لذيذ. Yeah.
Another attraction in this old part of Muscat is Al Alam Palace.
It's one of the 6 residences of the Sultan. It's over 200 years old and it was built under the watch of Imam Sultan bin Ahmed. Now, in 1972, it went through a renovation to become a royal residence. You're still not allowed to go inside, but you're welcome to come to the gate and take some wonderful pictures.
One of the most notable new projects is the Oman National Museum, opened in 2016. You're going to learn a lot about Omani culture, history, and heritage. Did you know that Oman had no hotels, zero, until 1970? The country shut itself off from the outside world in the mid-19th century and remained that way until 1970, when Sultan Qaboos came to power and began a modernization program. Mutrah Hotel is the first and the oldest hotel in the Sultanate of Oman, built in 1970.
We are in Mutrah Hotel, and this hotel is the first hotel and all the hotel in Oman.
Muscat is a world-class city, and it has an opera house. This is Oman's premier venue for musical arts and culture, and it reflects unique contemporary Omani architecture.
In 2001, Sultan Qaboos decided to build an opera house because he was always a fan of classical arts and music. The construction started in 2007 and was finished in 2011, and today it can accommodate 1,100 guests.
The Opera House complex consists of a concert theater, auditorium, landscape gardens, luxury restaurants, and outside venues. We attended Folk Music Festival that was taking place in January 2023 and represented folk music from Brazil, Romania, the Philippines, and Oman, of course. The city has numerous fascinating mosques, including Al Qur'an Mosque, with an interesting design and color of domes, Al Amin Mosque, built in 2014, and of course the largest mosque in Oman, the Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. The mosque was constructed in 2001 using 300,000 tons of Indian sandstone. The prayer carpet covers the floor of the prayer hall and contains 1.7 billion nuts, weighs 21 tons, and it took 4 years to produce. Look at the carpet, it's enormous. It's the second largest in the world, after the one in Abu Dhabi. Sultan Qaboos bin Said in 1992 said this country needs a grand mosque. So they decided to build one, and it took 6 years and 7 months, and finally, in the year 2001, the building was completed. And right now it's one of the largest mosques in the world.
In 600 meters, slide right to stay on Route 1.
Getting from one district to another is easy, and the traffic is fine. Sultan Qaboos Street is a major highway in Muscat, following the coast, and it can take you from Mutrah all the way to the airport. But we're not leaving yet. One of the most popular places in the city is the waterfront. There are many foreign embassies located in this area. In the evening, this is where you will see fancy cars, busy restaurants, and hundreds of people on the beach, having a good time with their families playing soccer and doing other sports. Great vibes, endless beach, friendly people, and lots of dining options. It doesn't get better than this. Also, Muscat is a very safe city. It was ranked the 14th safest city in the world in 2022 by Numbeo. Let's talk to some locals.
What are the top 3 places, your favorite places in town?
Specifically in Muscat, I'd say go to Mutrah. Mutrah embraces Oman's culture and tradition. They explore, you'd find like old dishdashes, old women clothing. It's a very nice opportunity for new tourists to explore the country and its heritage, basically.
I'd say Jabal Shams and Jabal Akhtar. These are my favorite mountains. They're cold, like the weather is amazing, and the views from top there, just marvelous.
Indescribable,
Yeah, like, yeah. Those are 2, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Muscat is surrounded by mountains, and if you want to get a good view of the city or go hiking, you can drive to the Al Amouage Hills. Wow, there's so much climbing involved, and so what I do, I just switch to manual and I keep it in the 2nd gear. This way the car can handle it easily, even with an automatic, you know. Wow, it's really going up. Oh my God. Let's take a look at Muscat from above, shall we? So I have driven to one of this spectacular view spots. So let's take a look. Overall, Muscat has this laid-back vibe. Lots of beaches along the coast and numerous parks. They had Muscat Nights Festival running at a few locations in January. One of them was Qaboos Park. It was fun. You can try some local street food like small burgers or shish kebabs.
Malik al Burger.
American burger.
Malik al Burger. King al Burger.
Okay. And now I'm going to be trying some local street food. And it's a skewer of beef. So good. Very salty, very juicy. I like it. And around 10 p.m. they had a laser light show. Coffee shops are super popular. I haven't found an empty one. Starbucks at Qaboos Beach was my favorite location. From the top floor, you get a great view of the mangroves and the beach. And it's just a cool crowd of people. When is the best time to visit Muscat? Definitely in the winter. The summers are scorching hot. I was there in January and actually got to see the rain, which is anything but typical. Muscat is growing fast, and now you have new modern neighborhoods like Mouj, which means the wave, one of the few areas where foreigners are allowed to buy real estate. It's a great neighborhood for peaceful and enjoyable living. You'll find plenty of restaurants, 5-star hotels, a serene beach, an amazing marina, and greenery all around. In case you're curious, prices start at $250,000 for a 1-bedroom apartment, all the way to $2 million for a 5-bedroom villa. If a foreigner purchases a property or several properties worth at least 250 Omani Riyals, that is $660,000, they can apply for a 5-year residence permit and then renew it multiple times as long as they still have the property. Overall, the city is very much car dependent, just like the rest of Oman. But you don't have to drive far to have fun. How about going dune bashing right in the city? The sands at Boshar is a perfect place for an afternoon of fun. Alright guys, we're all good. Making the most of my time in Muscat. Yes. Modern shopping malls are spread out throughout the city, including the largest of them, Mall of Oman, that even has a snow park. In Oman, perfumes are very popular, so in the malls you'll constantly be surrounded by mixed smells of frankincense, perfume oils, fresh jasmine and spices. If you're into that, you can visit Amouage. This is one of the world's most valuable perfumes with an unmistakable scent, produced here in Oman.
It's a luxury fragrance brand that was started in 1983 at the request of Sultan Qaboos bin Said. And ever since then, they've been expanding, and today they're exporting to over 80 countries from around the world. Some of the biggest buyers come from the US, China, and before COVID it was Russia, and now one of the fastest growing destinations is Southeast Asia. The name Amouage means, in Arabic, it means waves, and amour in French means love. So it's waves of love.
The company was founded at the request of Sultan Qaboos bin Said in 1983 in Muscat. Amouage's factory in Muscat has the capacity to produce approximately 25,000 bottles a week. You're welcome to come to the visitor center and get a free tour. You'll get to see the production and smell all the varieties of scents. Since the accession of Qaboos bin Said as Sultan of Oman in 1970, Muscat has experienced rapid development that has led to the growth of a vibrant economy. The city's economy is mainly centered around the oil sector. Besides oil, the traditional exports of the city include dates, mother of pearl, and fish. Muscat has a lot of expats. Let's ask them how easy it is with the paperwork and visas.
Is it easy for expats to get the visa and all the paperwork done?
Yeah, it's pretty much easy.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to have the PRO with you. So all the things are getting done in a quick
by the
quick
company.
time. Yeah,
PRO.
by the company.
Okay.
Yeah, the visa process is very easy here.
All right.
Yeah.
And also they're easing so many things. If you have US visa, you can get the visa on arrival for most of the nationalities like that.
Okay. Okay. And in terms of like taxation, is it better here or in Dubai?
Both are same.
About the same.
Both are same, almost the same.
Okay.
Even they are 5% VAT they are charging, even here it is 5%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same actually.
You said you've lived here for a number of years, right?
Here, no. Here it's for me it is only hardly 5 months or so.
Oh, five
Yeah,
months.
for him it is like 7 years
years,
in Dubai and 7 years in Oman. It's equally shared.
Over those 7 years, how do you see the country developing?
It's been developed a lot. When I come here first from Dubai, it was very difficult for me to get taxi. For suppose, I used to stand and wait for taxi to come over and to pick me up. But in the last few years, it was developed digitally very well, and we have so many apps, mobile apps, especially for taxi, where you can get taxi from anywhere, any place, and it is one of the main feature. And also the digital cashless, we can pay by cardless. Cardless you can withdraw money from cardless. Only by OTP you can withdraw, and so many other features. Digitally it was developed a lot.
That are taking place in Oman. Okay, there are so many resorts that has come in. There are so many hotels that has come in. So there are a lot of things you can do in over the weekend. Basically, it's a go-to place.
Sounds great, guys. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What's it like living in Oman as a woman?
Is there any limitations to being in Oman as a woman?
No, there's nothing that I would ever say I felt has held me back. I can do everything that I've ever wanted to do, you know. I feel as long as you're respectful of the country, of the culture, of its customs, you know, you dress appropriately and you're just aware of that, which to me is just a basic respect. There's never been anything that's been an issue for me. You know, I can go hiking, I can go I can go wherever I like. You know, I've never had an issue with anything here.
Now, how difficult when it comes to all the paperwork and everything to stay here legally as a foreigner?
So you need to have a sponsor. So you would need to come here with a job offer, really. Obviously, it's very easy to come here as a tourist. Oman is incredibly welcoming and very, very good for tourism. But you need to have a sponsor to stay here. So you could either set yourself up with your own company. That's something that you can do as a man, a woman, whatever it might be.
Your own sponsor.
Or you can have a sponsor where a company that's already established will offer you employment, and then you come here under their sponsorship.
Okay.
Yeah. But even doing that, as with everything, paperwork can take time.
Right.
As with everything. But I feel like the system works, you know, it rolls through. It can take you a little while sometimes, but you get there.
Women today can pursue careers and professional training and soon will be able to drive taxis. Also, for female tourists, it's absolutely okay to drive solo in Oman. What are the salaries like in Muscat? According to Numbeo, the average salary in Muscat is $1,790 after taxes. A barista is likely to make from $500 to $1,000 a month, and an engineer typically makes $2,700 a month. Is real estate expensive? A one-bedroom apartment in Baushar, not far from the sand dunes, goes for $145,000. A four-bedroom townhouse in Kurum with a garden goes for $350,000. A six-bedroom detached villa in that same area on reasonable land size goes for $650,000 and more. Some properties are really nice. Makes me want to move to Muscat. Tourism is the fastest growing industry. What makes Muscat such a great destination? There are so many awesome places within 1 or 2 hours of driving. The one you absolutely cannot miss is Wadi Al Shab. Once you get there, a boat will take you to the other side of the river. Then it's going to be a 45-minute walk. And not just walk, you'll be going through the jungle, jumping and climbing small rocks. And then about 15 minutes of swimming to reach the cave. So basically you'll get your daily exercise and more. Wadi Al Shab is an oasis in the desert, where you can spend the day hiking, exploring and swimming in clear water pools. Make sure you bring some water shoes because climbing those rocks in the water is not going to go well with your bare feet. It has to be one of the coolest places in Oman. The water cave at the end with the waterfalls is the most challenging part, especially the narrow part that some people are too scared to swim through. Let's see if I can make it. I was swimming with my iPhone in the left hand. Very risky, but what can you do? I'm a YouTuber. You guys scared to go inside? Let's do it. Really scared. I can't even move my head. Wow. Oh, look, I've made it. Once you're there, you can climb the waterfall. And also, I was told there is a secret cave that you can only get to underwater. Not far from this place, you'll find another cool place, Bimmah Sinkhole. It's a nice place with a garden and free parking. You're allowed to swim at your own risk. There's a staircase that leads down from the top to the water. It's a pretty amazing natural landmark of Oman. What sets Muscat apart from, say, Dubai is the accessibility of nature. It's all around you. 40 minutes of driving and you're on some amazing beach. Beautiful thing about Oman is that the coastline is something like 2,000 kilometers. So there's no shortage of wonderful, pristine beaches. So anywhere you go, you can find some privacy and feel like you have your own beach. Hello.
How are you? Hi.
I'm good, thanks. What's it like living here? You like it?
Here in my house.
It's your house?
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I like the flowers.
Yeah.
Very nice. You go fishing?
Yeah, you go fishing there.
Those are your boats?
Yeah.
What time do you go fishing?
And 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. And you do it every day?
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
This fisherman wanted to show me his house and chickens, so let's go. The Sultan?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
all of this is your house?
yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, you got chickens?
Yeah.
Your boat?
Yeah.
He's got 4
Okay.
fishing boats.
It's 4 boats. 4 different boats, fishing boats.
I wanted to go see the turtles, and my friends gave me a contact of a local fisherman who took me on a boat trip early in the morning.
Hello.
Hello.
I went swimming on some secluded beaches, and of course I got to see the turtles.
It's a turtle swimming. Yes, there it is. You're gonna see some turtles if you're lucky, and you're gonna enjoy the scenery and the sea.
Muscat has great tourist infrastructure, from affordable hotels to 5-star resorts. For example, this is Chetty Hotel, 5-star hotel and one of the best in the city. A friend of mine invited me over to a cigar lounge. Sure, even though I don't smoke, I enjoyed the experience. Now tell me, do I look confident smoking a cigar? I hope so.
It is indeed.
I stayed at a few hotels in Muscat, but I really enjoyed Wadi Al Hotel. I think it's a great deal if you're traveling on a budget and you have a car. It has a swimming pool on the 5th floor, a gym, fantastic breakfast, and a huge parking lot.
Dude, where's my car?
And all of that for $60 a night, and this is not a paid promotion, by the way. Also, at most hotels you'll find unlimited dates and coffee for free. I loved it. Well guys, this is all I had to say about Muscat. I hope that was helpful when you start planning your next vacation. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a bunch.